Page 23. Monkey's Trap. An interesting system is used for capturing monkeys in African jungles. The goal is to take the monkey alive and unharmed for shipment to a zoo in an extremely humane way. The captors use heavy bottles with long narrow necks, in which they deposit a handful of sweet-smelling nuts. The bottles are dropped on the jungle floor and the captors return the next morning to find a monkey trapped next to each bottle. How is it accomplished? The monkey, attracted by the aromatic scent of the nuts, comes to investigate the bottle, puts his hand inside it to grab the nuts. Once having done so, he can't take his hand out as he is unwilling to open his hand and let the nuts go. The bottle is too heavy to carry away, so the monkey is trapped. We may smile at the stupid monkeys, but often, just like monkeys holding on to the nuts in the bottle, we hold on with greed to little passing pleasures, or hold on to our stress and problems. Therefore, we figuratively carry our bottle with us. As a consequence, we feel sorry for ourselves and beg sympathy from others, even from God. Quotable quotes: though a man goes out to battle 1,000 times against 1,000 men, if he conquers himself, he is a great warrior. Page 24. Woodcutter. Once upon a time there lived a very strong woodcutter. He asked for a job from a timber merchant and got it. The pay was really good, and so were the work conditions. The woodcutter was determined to do his best. His boss gave him an axe and showed him the area where he was supposed to work. The first day the woodcutter brought down 18 trees. The boss was very impressed and said, "Congratulations, keep it up." Very motivated by the words of the boss, the woodcutter tried harder the next day, but he could only bring down 15 trees. The third day he tried even harder, but he could only bring down 10 trees. Day after day he was bringing down less and less trees. "I must be losing my strength," the woodcutter thought to himself. He went to the boss and apologized, saying that he could not understand what was going on. "When was the last time you sharpened your axe?" the boss asked. "Sharpen? I had no time to sharpen my axe. I have been very busy trying to cut trees." Page 25. Moral of the story. Our lives are like that. We sometimes get so busy that we don't take time to sharpen the axe. In today's world, it seems that everyone is busier than ever, but less happy than ever. Why is that? Could it be that we have forgotten how to stay sharp? There's nothing wrong with the activity and hard work, but we should not get so busy that we neglect the truly important things in life, like taking time to care for us and everyone around us. We all need time to relax, think and meditate. We all need time to read, learn and grow. And if we don't take time to sharpen the axe, we will become dull and lose our efficiency. Quotable quotes. Fortunate indeed is the man who holds a balance between what he can acquire and what he can use. Reading without understanding is like eating without digesting. Page 26. Living Our Lives. A group of graduates highly established in their careers got together, Page 26. Living Our Lives. A group of graduates highly established in their careers got together to visit their old university professor. Conversation soon turned into complaints about stress in work and life. The professor just smiled. Offering his guests coffee, the professor went to the kitchen and returned with a large pot of coffee and an assortment of cups, porcelain, plastic, glass, crystal, some plain-looking, some expensive, some exquisite, telling them to help themselves to the coffee. When all the students had a cup in hand with coffee, the professor said, "If we have noticed, all the nice-looking expensive cups were taken up, leaving behind the plain and cheap ones. While it's normal that we only want the best for ourselves, and that is the source of our problem and stress, be assured that the cup itself adds no quality to the coffee. What all we wanted was coffee, not the cup, but we consciously went for the better cups, and then we began eyeing each other's cups. Now consider this. If life is coffee, then the jobs, money, and position in society are the cups. They are just tools to hold and contain life, and the type of cup we have does not change the quality of life we live. Sometimes by concentrating on the cup, we fail to enjoy the coffee God has provided us. The happiest people don't have the best of everything, they just make the best of everything. Page 27, Quiz. We don't actually have to take the quiz. Read this and we will get the point it is trying to make. 1. Name the 5 wealthiest people in the world of 1950. 2. Name the 5 most Olympic winners. 3. Name the last 5 winners of the Miss Universe contest. 4. Name 10 people who won the Nobel Prize. How have you fared? The point is, most of us do not remember the headliners of yesterday. There are no second-rate achievers, they are the best in their field. But the applause dies, awards tarnish, achievements are forgotten, accolades and certificates are buried with their owners. Here's another quiz. 1. List a few school teachers who aided your journey through school. 2. Name 3 friends who've helped you through a tough time. 3. Name 5 people who have taught you something worthwhile. 4. Think of a few people you enjoy spending time with. Easier? Moral. The people who make a difference in our life are not the ones with the most credentials or money or awards. They are the ones who love, care, and share. Page 28. How a son or daughter thinks of his or her daddy at different ages. At 5 years, my daddy is great and knows everything. At 10 years, my daddy is my best friend. At 12 years, my daddy is good but is short-tempered. At 15 years, my daddy was very nice to me when I was young. At 18 years, my daddy is not in line with the current times. At 20 years, oh, it's becoming difficult to tolerate daddy. Wonder how mother puts up with him. At 25 years, daddy is objecting to everything. At 30 years, it's becoming difficult to manage my son. I was so close to my father when I was young. At 35 years, daddy brought me up with so much discipline, even I should do the same. At 40 years, my daddy was always available to me. I'm unable to give time to my son. At 45 years, my daddy faced so many hardships in life but still helped me to achieve my goal and provided me with everything I wanted. At 50 years, I wonder how daddy would have handled it. He was so wise, I wish I could discuss it with daddy. At 55 years, my daddy was far-sighted and had planned so many things for us. He's one of his kind and unique. At 60 years, my daddy was great. Thus it took 55 years to complete the cycle and come back to the first stage. While we were learning to speak, only our parents understood everything. But today we say a lot and claim, Mom and Dad will not understand me. This is a simple way to happiness. Page 29. Let us give the book to everyone we love. This book is the bouquet full of life. Happiness is never perfect unless it's shared. The cost is blessings and good wishes. Books collected and edited by Messrs. Paradise Packaging Private Limited. Dear reader, we shall appreciate your comments and suggestions. On behalf of all of us at Paradise Packaging Private Limited, Nitin Babubhai Mehta. Page 30. Heaven. A holy man was having a conversation with the Lord one day and said, Lord, I would like to know what heaven and hell are like. The Lord led the holy man to 2 doors. He opened one of the doors. The holy man observed that in the middle of the room there was a big round table with a large pot of soup which smelled delicious, and the aroma of which made his mouth water. However, the people sitting around the table were thin and sick. They appeared to be starved. They were holding spoons with very long handles, and each found it possible to reach into the pot of soup and take a spoonful. But because the handle was longer than their arms, they could not get the spoons back into their mouths. The holy man shuddered at the sight of their misery and suffering. The Lord said, "You have seen hell." They went to the next room and opened the door. It was exactly the same as the first one. There was a big round table with the large pot of soup which made the holy man's mouth water. The people were equipped with the same long-handled spoons, but here the people were well-nourished and plump, laughing and sharing. The Lord said, "This is heaven." The holy man said, "I don't understand." "It's simple," said the Lord. "In hell people think only of feeding themselves, whereas in heaven they help each other. The spoon that could not reach their mouth in hell reached easily and conveniently the mouth of others, because in heaven they fed one another. It is sharing and caring that changes the situation to everyone's advantage. Moral: it is people's attitude that makes our place of work and home, heaven or hell. Help and seek help will make all the difference to an individual's life and will make our life heaven or hell. The biggest loss in life, tears in someone's eyes because of us. The biggest achievement in life, tears in someone's eyes for us. Team, T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. Whether at home or at work, success and happiness is all about effective teamwork. This is the simple way to happiness. With this, I come to the end of this beautiful book. Thank you for your kind attention, dear listeners. This was Firdaus Saidanwala reading the book to you.